Outside is expensive in general. Also,
That's true. That's true. But we still be out there though.
like you and driving. It's not a, you improved, did you not?
I did.
Make sense?
No.
Okay, well. Oh well, this is a Sibling Set podcast, and I am Sonjae.
I am sleepy. And my eyes are scratching. I don't know why they're scratching. Do you think I'm allergic to something? It might be you. You
You're
think I'm
allergic to me.
you? My eyes are running. I don't know why. Itchy.
You grew up with me for 20-something years, and you're allergic to me now.
Itchy eyes. Itchy eyes.
Anyway, it's day 9 of doing this podcast, and also technically we were supposed to be IRLing today. What was this IRL the next episode?
Are we?
Yeah, it's the last episode of a month.
Oh my gosh. I think I need to wash my face.
Five minutes later.
Anywho, we were supposed to be IRLing today, and we didn't, but we'll IRL the next episode. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we will see. Maybe we'll go to Costco. The last time I went to Costco, I found some stuff that I wanted, but I didn't get. Well, I didn't want. It was just a nice.
How are you gonna go to Costco with our work schedules?
I don't work.
Yeah, but you see, the problem here is that I do. Or should that be the other way around?
Isn't there one? No, you do 4 days.
No, I do 5 days. It's just that one day is a Sunday, so I get Friday off. Oh yeah, I get Friday off. Sorry, very slow. Back to the sleepy thing.
Anyway, I've been trying to improve. I've watched all of our podcasts, obviously, because I am the one editing them. Oh, also, technically the IRL will work because the next episode that we're filming is also going to be the 10th episode.
I guess that counts for something.
So
that came out very jumbled. I get this counts for something.
okay. So I've noticed the one thing that we need to be working on is having more energy, because right now most of the conversations are like mundane and very, very talky. And
I think that's
like,
also because we don't come with a plan. Which
you could still have.
really
You
do
could
better
still.
at.
You could still listen. Life is
Okay,
lifing.
you could have told me that I should have had more energy before we started this episode.
That's
now
true.
I started to let the people know that number one, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, but also, I have editing power, so I can do whatever I want. Technically, I could make you look like a cow.
That wouldn't be nice.
It wouldn't, but I could. I also don't know how to do that, so I'll have to learn how to do that. So that's another thing.
I mean, that's something to talk about. Like, you're getting into your whole editing bag now and learning, and
it
all
takes
that,
too long,
so.
and I would much rather have somebody else do it.
Yeah.
But somebody else is expensive.
Yeah.
Outside is expensive in general. Also,
That's true. That's true. But we still be out there though. Sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about you? Oh wait, they didn't catch the part where you asked me what's new with me because we had to restart the video, so we have to start over. So now this is where you say, "What's new, Shannon?"
What's new, Shannon?
And then I said, "Today's a new day, but there's no sunshine."
Yeah.
And then we referenced the Kirk Franklin
Also,
song.
I forgot we're citizens now. That's what's new.
Yeah, it took too long. I have no feelings towards it anymore. But, happy to be here. Oh, Canada and all.
Oh, Canada and all.
But yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's changed from
a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever sat to think
yeah, I was gonna ask something too.
Back in the day at our age right now, people would have been like deep enough into their career to start thinking about like buying a house and
I think it came really much with like being deep in their career. Well,
you were literally even if you were deep in your career paid you enough to at this point in your life start thinking about buying your house.
It's a different time.
And getting your husband. And now,
well, I got the husband part.
Now this age is just deep enough to start thinking about the next job that you want to get to, so you can start to afford groceries again.
Yeah, I feel like it was a different time. The economy ebbs and flows, and back in the
been
day,
ebbing and flowing. It's just been.
Which one's the bad one? Ebb or flow?
Down. Well, there's none of them are
none
bad.
None of them are bad.
Ebb and flow.
It just like goes back and forth.
Two different sides of the same motion.
Yeah.
Well, but it hasn't been ebbing or
I guess
flowing.
hills and valleys then maybe.
No, it's just been
and
in a
we're
valley.
in just like a deep valley, and it just keeps it just keeps going down and down. And
yeah, there are no.
You
hills.
just can't get up.
Yeah,
so probably that's the
point.
point.
There's maybe like a speed bump.
That's so weird. That's so funny because
hills.
Back in the day, like I'm pretty sure that's what people were saying back then too. Because I feel like the problems shift and change. Like they never really get better. They just get less. Less. What's the word I'm looking for? It just gets less brazen. I feel like, for lack of better words.
I don't know if people were saying that back in the day.
Of course they were. If it's something that I have learned, it's that
maybe during the first,
there's a problem in every
maybe during
season.
the first Great Depression,
and people were still making lots of money after the Great Depression. There were lots of things. Like it's different lives. Everyone just having different experiences of this world, particularly the rich folk.
The rich folk.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the rich folk one of these days?
Hey, I wouldn't mind being able to get by without having to think.
Being able to get by doesn't mean you're rich. Being able to get by just means that you could be able to get by on $30,000 a year if you live in a shoebox.
Okay, well, when I say get by, I don't mean like get by like survive, which I mean, I guess that is the meaning of get by, but I don't know. I mean, for me, I feel like the definitions of rich kind of.
No, well, rich for me is having
enough
money to not only get by, but to have a very good lifestyle and still be able to afford wants and hobbies.
Yeah.
And save, like being able to comfortably save, afford your wants and afford your hobbies without worrying of anything. That's what I consider to be rich. And you don't have to be making like $1 million to be rich.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But if you're making like 200,000
again,
a year,
subjective.
If you're making 200,000 a year,
that could be rich to someone.
You're rich because at that point you have enough to save up for like 2 years.
Everyone is rich to someone depending on where you are standing. For me, I just feel like it's very crazy because a lot of the time when you ask, a person like you and me, how rich do you want to be or do you want to be rich? We use, the levels of scale.
I always tell people I want to be comfortable, but comfortable
exactly. So that's where I was getting at.
Comfortable for me means that I have a house comfortably and
not necessarily comfortable
and
though.
I can do drifting.
But not necessarily that. Not necessarily that. That's the whole point I'm making. Like when people ask, the middle or lower class if they want to be rich, it's just or definitions is just I just want to really be able to do all the things that I have ever dreamed of.
I actually think the middle class is going away.
Okay, that's a whole other conversation. Let's keep a few points here so we can get to one.
Okay.
My point is that the rich conversation, when taken from our angle or perspective or the general perspective of a person who is just getting by in life. They're not, typically even poor, but they're not like well off either. They're not going to the grocery store and not worrying about how much it's costing. It's their definition of rich is that being able to go to the grocery store and not have to worry about how much it's costing, versus probably other person's definition of rich or more privileged persons. It's just like affording luxury stuff. Like for a lot of it, it's like, yes, there are things that are considered luxury, but like what we would consider luxury would be that dream house, car, that dream that we always thought of, in contrast to actual luxuries.
Yeah. I also have a mad side note.
Mm-hmm.
And that side note is, how are designer clothes made? What makes designer clothes?
I don't know. I don't make designer clothes.
No, like think about it, because in theory there is no clothes out there that is of quality enough to be like, example, some shirts out there that are designer. You're paying like $500 for a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
What gives them the right to call that designer? Because the you're still using stuff with earth resources, right? Your material isn't that much better than any other material that's out there. So the only thing that makes it designer is people with clout wearing it, and people with clout wear stuff from Walmart, but yet Walmart clothes isn't considered designer.
Well, you have the wrong idea of designer.
But then what makes it designer? Like example, like Supreme or something like
Okay,
like
I mean, calling Supreme designer is a stretch.
Balenciaga.
Okay, so what makes luxury brands luxury?
Let's use Balenciaga in particular.
Okay, I
Because
mean,
I feel like they're the most ridiculous out of all of them.
okay,
Because they make the most ridiculous stuff and sell them for absurd prices, and then people buy them. So let's use them.
okay. This is a bit of a nuanced topic. Now, I'm not saying that all designer pieces are the epitome of quality, but designer is just, how do you say? Yes, it has a lot to do with status, but it has a lot to do with marketing, essentially. So when you think of Walmart, to contrast, the whole concept of what Walmart is trying to be is not necessarily designer. You can market anything and make it luxury. Case in point, Banana Republic versus Gap. They're the same brand. Banana Republic just being the higher scale version of it. It's all marketing.
I don't think I own either one of those brands.
But that's just my point. It's all marketing. It's all marketing,
So
and
you're
it's
telling
all
me if
all a name and
if
framing.
I create a brand, right? Because I think there was also somebody who did this. That created a designer brand, and
Because
that
think of
created a
those-
brand and put it in those stores that sell designer
Mhm.
on the pretense of it being like, oh, everybody wants this thing, blah blah, this that, what have you,
Mhm.
and then people started buying it. And he basically faked it till he made it, and then he actually turned it into like this big, like, quote unquote designer, like streetwear thing.
Mhm.
Just from that, like he literally lied to people and told them that it was designer, so he could get it into that store and turned it into something of that status.
Again, marketing. There was this fashion brand. I can't remember the name right now. It slips me. But when it opened its first brick and mortar store, luxury brand, it had no sales. And you know what they did? They got a bunch of their bags and they gave people certain amounts of money to just walk with the bags in the most high-end, luxury, tasteful, and what's the word I'm looking for? And saturated areas for where their target market would be. And so it's, for example, if they go to a shopping district and everyone's walking around and you see this person with this bag from a store, Shannon's, I don't know. And then everybody psychologically thinks, hey, where is this store? I should go see what's there. I should go see what's happening. And it's all marketing. It's all marketing. I think it was Red Bull that when they were getting into the groove of things, they put a bunch of their cans that were empty just in the trash all over the city, because if your cans are empty and people can find them everywhere, that means that it's being consumed and people say, hey, I should try that. It's marketing, it's psychology, it's all marketing, it's all framing. Think about Telfar, that bag, that luxury bag that came up out of nowhere. It's branding.
I think I've seen one post about Telfar.
But you know the name though.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all you need.
Black Friday or something.
That's all you need. You just need to be big and you have to know what your brand is. Walmart is Walmart because it just wants to be Walmart. Costco is Costco because it just wants to be Costco. But if Costco or Walmart wanted to come out with some other luxury brand, I don't know, which I'm pretty sure they're probably affiliated with probably some under Sykes that I don't know. Or they're probably not. But point is, they could come up with another brand and coin it luxury and it would sell because of marketing. And then, as you said, you just associate those top names to it as well. Those more luxury and big, popular, tasteful public figures. And there you go. You've built a designer brand. It's that simple. It's just marketing. Marketing is a very, very crafty skill to have, because if you can ace marketing, it becomes very easy.
Okay, so then how do we market the YouTube channel?
How do you market this? Well, okay, so another thing, this has started to become super,
Yeah, I don't
mentory.
want to. I kind of want to change. I kind of want to change something. I kind of want to.
Let's go back to the fun.
This is too educational. This isn't meant to be educational.
But it's how you learn.
What the hell is this?
Okay, I am a big believer in paying for convenience. I will pay someone to do it if I don't know how to do it and don't care to know how to do it.
In paying.
That's not true. You have some real big DIY people out there.
Yeah, but some of them are really big DIY people and some of them are wannabe DIY people who realize that they can't do it and then have to pay more money to pay the people who.
And is that so bad? It's good to try.
It's like us, like me in the mechanic field. You know how many times customers have tried to do something but then mess up the thing they tried to do, and then once they realize that they're out
what
of
if
their
they
depth.
genuinely thought that they did? Okay, so there's two types of people in that category though. There are the people who I
advocate that if it's something easy, like if like car wise, if it's something easy like learning to change your tire or doing your oil change or changing your wipers, like stuff like that. Yes, learn how to do that yourself. Do all of those things, save some money. Do you? But when it comes to like big replacement stuff that you genuinely have no idea how you're supposed to do it, don't do it. Because it's either gonna break stuff trying to do it, or you're gonna take stuff off that should be taken off and then not be able to put it back on.
I agree with you. Like, that's exactly what I was getting to. Like, there are people who meant well while they were trying to do it, and then there are people who were just downright cheap and decided that they were going to figure it out. And those are the set of people that you don't want to be. You don't want to be the people.
You more money.
Exactly. But if you started from a place of, you know what, I genuinely think I can do this. Let's save some money. Let's learn. Let's figure it out, and let's be successful. Even if those people mess up, they did it from a right place. But the people who 9 times out of 10 end up messing up to a degree where they end up spending like triple the cost are the people who started with wrong intentions, with sole intentions of saving money and being stubborn and not wanting to seek a professional. So yeah, don't be that guy. Me, I'm never that guy. Personally, I wouldn't call it lazy. I'm just, I just don't want to. If you know how to do it, I'm happy to pay you to do it.
All the things I learn how to do, I learn how to do out of like needing to know how to do it. If I don't need to know how to do it, then I'm not, like editing. I have never once said to myself, I'm gonna edit a video for fun.
Yeah.
The first video I edited was, remember that movie trailer for the high school assignment?
No.
Well, back in the day, I edited a movie trailer for this high school assignment, and it's basically all I did was, okay, so the high school assignment was to create a movie, like read a book, and then create a movie trailer for what that movie would be for that book. So then I read a book. I don't remember what the book was about, but to create the movie trailer, all I did was I took scenes from different shows and different movies that I feel like would make sense for that that book, and I just stitched them together.
Okay.
So I created an art. I just stitched them together.
Was I here during any of this?
You were here. You seen it. And it was stitched together. If I can find it, I might show it. But it's stitched together very well. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's not an actual movie trailer.
Cool.
But that's the first video I edited, and it took me many hours to do that because it was the first video that I was editing. But now I'm editing, and I'm like, I could have done that better now because that was just stitching together videos.
Exactly.
But for when I did it, I did pretty good.
Hey.
But I only did it out of necessity.
That's the thing.
I would not have done it if I didn't need to do it. Just like if I have to plaster, if I have to plaster a hole in the wall, I'm 100% sure that I have the ability to do that.
On a need to do basis.
Yes, but I am not going to purposely go and make a hole in the wall and then say to myself, I'll just plaster that later. No, but if there is a hole in the wall and I notice it, I'm like, okay, I can do this. But I'm not that DIYer to be like, I'm going to purposely put this hole here to do this thing that I want to do.
I don't think DIY. Well, okay, I see your point. I see your point, but I feel like some people genuinely just like they using the same hole in the wall situation. They don't just make a hole in the wall for the sake of making a hole in the wall. They actually have a plan for the hole in the wall.
Yeah, but then it doesn't work. Now what?
But they didn't intend for it not to work. No one does things with the intention for it not to work. Okay, everyone, at least if you are stable-minded, start things with the intention to be successful. And the difference with that success is that you keep trying and you keep showing up. If you keep consistently doing something, or if you do something with the intention to improve, you're going to improve. Like, ultimate.
Like you and driving. It's not you improved, did you not?
I did, but like,
you sucked at
ouch.
First, you were terrible.
I was terrible.
But you improved.
Because you keep doing it. It's something that I have to drive. Like, We got this. High five.
Remind me to take a thumbnail for this because I keep forgetting that we should take thumbnails and yeah,
I think we get good.
It's a whole thing.
Okay, should we just pause intentionally so that we can take a thumbnail?
No, because that's just a whole other hassle that I'm not gonna deal with. But anyway,
yeah. So hopefully next week I should have some exciting news.
next week we're gonna be IRLing. So I don't know what we're gonna IRL about, but we're just gonna go out and film some stuff and
we'll do some
make
cool
it
stuff.
entertaining. And hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not raining and depressing because last time it was rainy and depressing.
Yeah, it's been beautiful recently here in Vancouver. I think we mentioned that it was a sunny day.
We should do that cooking episode.
Yeah, yes, we should. You should plan out what you're gonna cook.
Steak.
That'd be fun. Steak. Anybody want to cook steak? There's nothing to cook with steak. You just put salt and pepper and sear it for 4 minutes on each side. I don't want to do that. Let's make something interesting.
Salt and pepper. Just salt and pepper.
You don't need anything more than salt and pepper on a steak.
Garlic,
and you're the
thyme,
chef.
Rosemary.
Okay, like that comes a little bit later, but like, you know, for the steak itself, okay, like we know what you do after, you know, you put the butter in and you baste and all that good stuff with the thyme and blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about, you know,
have you ever made a
fundamental.
steak?
I have.
Was it good?
Yeah. Like, it depends. Okay, so my trouble, right, is that it takes a while I don't want to sound stupid, okay, but it takes a while to understand like the different cuts of the steak. So I didn't at first understand like the different cuts and the parts. So like there are different parts of the. Is it a cow? There are different parts of the. What?
Is it a cow?
Just bear with me.
I
here.
didn't understand the cuts of steak at first, followed by is it a cow?
My point exactly. But anyways, you know, some cuts are more chewy and some cuts will sear more tender, and you know the whole gist of it, right? Yeah. So it was a learning curve of, you know, figuring out the sirloin and the top sirloin and the chuck eye and, you know, all these different sections of the animal. And so, yeah.
I still can't get over is it a cow? Is it a cow?
I knew it was a cow, but you know.
But you asked. You asked.
I like
with
to be sure.
Definite uncertainty.
Me and Michael were talking about this the other day because he was talking about how I ask stupid questions. I'm like, I just like to be clear.
You
okay?
asked with definite uncertainty. That sounded like you did not know if it was genuinely a cow or not.
This is why I only ask certain people these questions. Like, I wouldn't have asked that to a random stranger. I would have pulled up my phone and texted like you or Michael and be like, hey, steak a cow. In efforts not to look stupid in public to other people. Because it's okay to look stupid with people you trust.
Maybe it's not. Maybe we'll do that, one of those cooking things.
That'd be cool.
Or we could do one of the. I've always wanted to do one of those, like, you know, the food challenges that people that film on YouTube.
I mean, there are different types of food challenges. Which one were you
I don't know any one of them that is in Vancouver. There's the ones where you have to finish a certain amount of food in a certain time. There's like spice ones. There's like all these different ones that you could do. But I just don't know which one is in Vancouver.
I don't know either.
It would be good to find out, and then we should do that.
Okay.
But I don't think we should do it alone. Do you have knives, like nice knives?
You don't have nice knives.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
My knives are better than yours. I'm pretty sure
Are they
about
sharp
that.
though?
They could use a little more sharpening, but you know, every knife gets to that point. Like, you just need to sharpen it. I've been doing it the getaway, you know, knifing one knife on top of the other.
You also need cold water.
For what? If you need cold water, I can get you cold water. It's cold water.
You need a better machine.
Just get cold water from the faucet. Wait, why do we need cold water?
Filter.
Oh, you mean like drinking water?
Like drinking
you were
water.
actually taking a jab at me that I need cold drinking water in my home.
You do need cold cold drinking water.
What if I like room temperature water? Room temperature water is actually better for you.
That's what you tell yourself because you don't have access
That's
to cold water.
not true.
That's a cope. Do better.
Anyways, is this where we're ending this episode? Because I will not be a victim to this
We can.
abuse right now.
I'm still not ending it with Sibling set because I don't like that outro. I don't even know if I want to keep the name Sibling set still.
They are aware of that, okay? How about we just say bye?
God bless.
God bless.
Assistance.